In this video, we are looking at a question where we need to solve the size of angle C. Our angle C on the diagram is this angle here. That is our angle C. That is the angle that we want to calculate. Now, before you do anything, you have to check. Looking at our diagram here, we are given all the three sides, but we are not given any angle. Now, in order for you to solve this, once you know that you're not given any angle, but you are given all the sides, it means you should use what is known as the cosine rule. The cosine rule. Let's write down the cosine rule. Since you are looking for C, we say C square equals to A square plus B square minus 2AB and then cosine C. This is the formula that you need to know by heart. It will not be given to you. You'll have to know it. That is what we refer to as the cosine rule. We don't need to prove that. We only need to use it. Now, if you look at what we have in our formula, we have C, A, and B. They are all small letters, while in our diagram we have capital letters. Now, the small letters are actually the sides that are opposite to the corresponding angles. Our A, small a, is this side, which is opposite to A. So our A is here, and our B, our capital B is there. The opposite side is here. That becomes our B, and obvious our C is here. Now, what we need to do, we have to substitute in our formula. Since we know our C, our A, and our B, we can substitute in our formula. Our C is 7.9, therefore we write 7.9 and then we square, because in the formula we have a square. And then equal to our A, we have 9.6 square. Although they are symbols, not symbol but units, we can disregard that because what we want to find is an angle. We don't need to work with this centimeters. And then plus our B square is 6.6 square, and then minus 2 times our A is 9.6 times our B is 6.6, and then we have cosine C. That is what we want to find. Now, without wasting time, get your calculator. Let's work out 7.9 square. 7.9 square is equal to 62.41. 62.41 equal to, and then we have here our 9.6 square is equal to 92.16. 92.16 plus our 6.6 square, that equals to 43 43.5, 43.56. And what we have here, we can also multiply out that. Let's write our minus here. We have 2 times 9.6 times 6.6 equal to 126.72, and then we write our cosine C. Now that we are done with that, what we now need to do, we need to do it step by step. We now need to simplify these two. We need to add them. This side will still have 62.41 equal to, now when we add 92.16 plus 43.56, we are getting 135.72. 135.72, and then minus 126.72, and then we have our cosine C. Now what we can see here, we have this number and that number which are like terms, so we need to take this number to come this side. Then you are going to have 62.41. This side is positive, therefore when it comes this side it becomes minus 135.72 equal minus 126.72, and then we have our cosine C. We have our cosine C. Now we can subtract these two. Let me quickly do that. We have 62.41 minus 135.72. We are getting negative 73.31. Negative 73.31 equal to negative 126.72, and then we have cosine C. Now what we can see here is that since we want to have this cosine C along that side, therefore we have to divide both sides by 126.72. Also the same this side, negative 126.72. Once we do that, this will cancel with that. Therefore, this side we are only left with cosine C, while this side I don't want to work with decimal numbers. We can leave it as a fraction like that. When we divide a negative number by a negative number, it becomes positive. Then we have positive 73.3 over 126.72. The two negatives cancel out. Now let me rewrite this, starting with cosine C. Cosine C equals to, then we have 73.31 over 126.72. Then our cosine, since we want to find the angle, we need to, angle represented by that symbol, angle C is now equal to, now the cosine becomes we now get the inverse of the cosine, which is given by that, and then open bracket, we now write that fraction 73.31 over 126.72. What we can now do, we can now bring our calculator. We want to press inverse of cosine. First we press shift and then we press cosine, and then we have our cosine inverse. Then we can press now the fraction inside 73.31 over 126.72, close bracket, equal, we are getting this number starting with 54.65. Let me write like this: angle C is now equal to 54.6535. 6535. We need to write the first. If you write the first 5 numbers, it's fine. But what we need to keep in mind is this number in mathematics, whenever you are writing an answer which involves degree, the answer should be to 1 decimal place. It means this 5 will give 1 to 6 to become 7. Therefore, our final answer becomes 54.7 degree. That is our angle C. This video was actually made because there's someone who commented on one of the videos that I should do a question or a problem that involves cosine rule. If you want me to do any video on whatever topic that you want, you can always comment on my videos. And if you did not subscribe, please do so, because I upload new videos every day. See you in the next video.